What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna get right into this video, and I'm so freaking excited to bring you guys this video because I really want to help you understand really what it means to be source, what it means to be one with God. And I feel that after this video, you will have no problems knowing that you are the source and you are one with God. You'll understand it a little bit more because it is my intention for you, whoever this video comes across, that you know that this is the basis of manifestation, okay? So let's get right into this video. So the truth is, there is only one mind, and a lot of us have a hard time moving into the assumption or realizing that we are the only thinker when it comes to our manifestations, because we think that there is someone outside of us that can deny us our manifestation, or that there is someone else who has the choice to decide for us. But I really want to get into a few scriptures, and I also want to get into one of the laws of the universe, so that way this really makes sense for you guys. All right, so the first scripture we're going to talk about is John 10:30, and it says, I and my Father are one. And then we could drop down to John 14:28, the Father is greater than I. And so when we're talking about this, you guys, you have to say that you are one with God and you are also God. So you are an individualized concept of God. And so God is playing a role through you. And so we're going to also talk about it because there is also one mind. The first law of the universe from the Kabbalion is the all is mind, the universe is mental. Okay, you guys. So again, you are one with God, but you are also your own individualized concept. Okay. So to talk about it a little bit more like in an understanding way, we're going to talk about it from a few analogies that I've come up with. So the first analogy we're going to talk about is a raindrop. So when we see a raindrop itself is its own individualized concept. But when you add that raindrop into the ocean, when it hits the ocean, it now becomes a part of the ocean. So it is a raindrop by itself, but it also is a part of the ocean or wherever it lands. The same thing with the river. A river by itself is its own individualized concept, right? But when the river flows into the lake, then it's now a part of the lake. So think about it like this: the raindrop, the ocean, the river, the lake, a hurricane, a monsoon, rain showers, anything like that is its own individualized concept. But at the same time, the source itself is the water. So water is the source, which makes all these individualized concepts, but they are one with water. So it is one in the same. At the root of it, it all turns back into one, which is water. So let's talk about it from the point of a pie, because I talked to someone about this the other day, and I happened to be looking at a pie because she made a pie and she cut it into 8 slices. So when you think about it like this, a pie itself is, let's say, 8 slices, right? But there's one slice of the pie, which it can be sold as one, let's say that. So the one slice of pie itself is an individualized concept, and that slice of pie by itself is actually a pie, right? But the slice of the pie needs to be added back to the whole of the pie, so that one slice still makes up the whole of the pie, right? And the source of it is pie. So although it is an individualized concept by itself, a pie nonetheless, that slice of pie still makes up the whole pie. So this is how you should look at yourself when it comes to you being an individualized concept in the mind of God. That yes, you have your own thoughts, your own things, your own looks, and all this stuff. You are an individualized concept in the mind of the all, in the mind of God. And you can be any version of yourself which is in the mind of God. So that's why you can never be separate with source, okay? So let's switch off to talking about a quote from Neville Goddard, because I really want you guys to understand that the all really is mental. And this is why no matter what's going on the outside, what you're doing internally is the truth. The drama of life is a psychological one in which all the conditions, circumstances, and events of your life are brought to pass by your assumptions. Since your life is determined by your assumptions, you are forced to recognize the fact that you are either a slave to your assumptions or their master. To become the master of your assumptions is the key to undreamed of freedom and happiness. You can attain this mastery by deliberate conscious control of your imagination. Neville Goddard. So let's put it into perspective, all right? Let's talk about this from the point of movies or books. And we're going to use Harry Potter because this is one of my favorites. Y'all know I love Harry Potter. So each character in the book or the movie of Harry Potter is what makes up the whole movie. It's what makes the movie come to life, right? But the story or the source is based upon Harry itself. So Harry is the source from which all of this comes from, right? We could see it in the movie. The fact that he is a psychological drama in his mind that somewhere, somehow, he felt that he wasn't good enough or something was chasing him. But what this movie really depicts, and this is why I really love the movie, and I feel this is why a lot of us really love the movie, because we innately understand inwardly what this means. Everyone in that story, in the Harry Potter story, makes up Harry Potter, the story as a whole. But it is also Harry Potter itself. It is his individualized concept through his psychological drama, which brought all that forth in order for him to redeem himself. So what this means is Voldemort or whoever he was thinking, and Hermione, Ron, Snape, Dumbledore, all these people are individualized concepts in the mind of Harry Potter. But at the same time, they all have their respective places and they are all playing the parts. It is Harry playing the parts of all these people by assuming what he believes to be true about each of these people. And yes, those people have their own individualized stories as well, which Harry plays a part in their stories as well, as they are the source of their stories. So Harry Potter itself is a story made up of a psychological drama of Harry Potter himself. And so he plays all the parts in order to redeem himself at the end. And you could see it through the whole movie. When he had that Patronus thing going on, when he turned into the, what was it, the deer or whatever, in that movie, he was the one actually doing it, but he thought that there was someone outside of him that needed to save him. Like he thought it was his dad, but it was him redeeming himself. And so this is what it means to be one with God. And let's talk about your circumstances for a second. If your circumstances are something that you do not like, you have to realize that this is the psychological drama in the mind of the all. Same with you. It is a psychological drama within you, but it is God playing and moving the role through you, just like you are playing the role, living it out, and other people are playing the role, which is you by how you're perceiving them, so you can redeem yourself. So if you do not like your circumstances, you guys, and I really want you to hear this, your circumstances, if you do not like them, then understand that by what you are assuming, you are allowing other people, that is you, by your perspective of everyone and everything in the reality, is playing the part. And it is God itself playing the part through you. So yes, you are seeing everything, but it is God within you moving to play the parts. So God becomes man, so man can remember that he is God. So this is one and the same. You are an individualized concept of God, yes, but God is also playing the part through you, so you can remember that you are God. So this is why it is and it isn't. So this is why you can't say that there is one thing that's deemed as negative and one thing that's deemed as positive, because all of it is used for you to be able to redeem yourself, for you to remember that you are one with source, for you to remember exactly what I'm telling you now through your own personal experience of redeeming yourself, through your story, through your assumption, through the psychological mind, through your mind, which is also one mind with the all and in the all, okay? This movie, this million and one versions of movies that we play, we're all playing it together and we're all assisting each other in some way because we all work together, whether it is deemed negative or positive. And this is why when you take the feelings of the negativity off of your situation, it instantly dissolves because you are neutral about it. That's why when the poles meet, the more neutral you can be, the quicker you can be to change your mind instead of seeing whatever you're seeing as negative. Everything in your life, no matter the circumstances with your money situation, the circumstances with your 3D, at any point in time you realize this, you guys, this is your chance to really step up. It is every circumstance. I'm just trying to get you guys to see that every circumstance that you see is an opportunity for you to reclaim your power, for you to recognize who you are. That's why circumstances are here, for you to know yourself, for you to realize that you are one with source, for you to realize that you are God playing a role in human form, that I am is before anything else. So when you recognize that I am is before anything else, there are no limits to what you can be, what you can do, what you can have in the mind of the all. And you have to realize that there is no one that can deny you anything. There is no one that can tell you, oh, no, you can't have that. Yes, you can have that. No, it's only you deciding, because it is God within you doing it through you. Okay? So you are one with God. And you are God. It is and it isn't. And I guess this is why it is a paradox in the whole story of life, and everything about life is a paradox in itself. But you guys, I really want you to understand this, because this is the basis of manifestation in general. Above manifestation, this is the reality of everything. And so this is the basis of what I talk about on this channel. Above techniques, above everything. Yes, we use the techniques, but all of it is meant for you to know yourself, okay? So you guys, that's exactly why I put it in my ending tag on my videos, because this is the basis of everything. And I hope that you understand, and I hope that you'll ride with me for the rest of the videos, because now that you understand this, I'm sure you do understand it, but now that you really get it, you will understand more of my content. You will understand more of anybody else's content, you guys, all right? Know who you are first, and everything will be yours. Everything will be yours, all right? So I love you guys. I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're listening on my podcast, thank you so much. Coaching and everything will be available below. Don't forget to grab my free resources as well on my podcast. I will link it down below as well. And don't forget, you guys, imagination is always on your side, and I am too. Bye.